Reports of a multiple shooting at a club, a country music club in Los Angeles. Let's just listen in. In fact, I think police are giving a press conference now.
I don't have any conditions.
But 11 total right now that we know.
Yes.
Are you expecting that number to grow?
I would guess, if anything, that number would go up. These are, again, like I said earlier, they're preliminary numbers. I wanted to give you guys numbers as opposed to saying several, and that number could change. Just like when I said earlier, 6, that number's gone up to 11. That number could change, and that's all that I can say at this point.
Are there any of those 11 that have not been transported? Is there anyone on scene who is deceased and has not been taken to a hospital?
I don't have that information. I don't know of anyone that is deceased or not transported.
So as far as you know, 11 people are in the hospital?
I don't know if they were transported or if they're here or what their condition is. I don't know that answer.
Okay.
Laura, what do you say to the families who are curbside? Because there are so many people, friends and loved ones, worried about the status of their people. When will they know? When will they be able to get inside and see?
That will take some time. It's not a scene that is safe where people can go in and out at this point. We have investigators that are looking to make sure that the scene inside the nightclub is safe, and it's going to take some time. I don't have a time estimate for that.
Do you know how this call came in? Was it someone in the bar that called for help? Someone left? How did that unfold? Do you know yet?
I don't know where the call came from, but what I can tell you is the call was shots fired, and that's what our deputies responded to. That's what they in fact heard when they arrived on scene.
Did you check with security guards on arrival to confirm or deny if it's a belligerent patron or there was an altercation, a fight that may have led to somebody coming back with a weapon?
I don't have that level of detail. I've been, since it's so rapidly unfolding at this point, we're trying to get as much information to give you all about the statistics of what has happened. I don't have that level of detail. I haven't been able to talk to investigators to that level yet.
You said that the shooter is quarantined somewhere. Off?
We don't feel that the shooter has left the bar and grill. So whatever it is was contained inside the bar and grill. We don't feel that there is a threat to the public outside, to the neighbors outside.
We heard the personnel is inside the building and the shooter is inside the building. Doesn't that mean that the shooter is down at this point?
I don't know if he's been transported or if he's been captured. What I can tell you is we don't feel that there's a threat to the residents outside the area.
Do you know if the Borderline bar, do they scan for weapons on patrons coming in?
I don't know that.
Got to give you back the microphone. Thank you so much. It's the least I can do. I think your shoulder's probably dying.
A little bit more information emerging from that police officer who's been speaking to the press. Several people have been injured. It is unclear, though, about the gunman. The officer was saying there that there is no threat to people outside the building, the Borderline Bar and Grill, where this country music night has been held for students. But it is still unsafe for people inside the building. Does that mean that the shooter has been detained, shot, dead or injured? Totally unclear. Also unclear about the 11 people he mentioned who had been injured were in hospital or being treated on the scene, or indeed were there any fatalities. So as always in a breaking news story like this, the facts are hard to come by, especially when you've got just one police officer feeding the press, anxious for news, obviously, to pass on to the friends and family of those people who might be inside the building. What we do know is that the gunman walked in, apparently alone, about 11:20, apparently shot security guard and a cashier at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks, an upmarket suburb of Los Angeles in Ventura County. The address 99 Rolling Oaks Drive. As I say, a college country music night there, but the gunman walked in dressed in a hat, apparently carrying a large gun, shot a security guard and a cashier, threw in some smoke bombs or grenades of some sort, maybe stun grenades, and then carried on shooting. Local reports suggesting 30 shots had been fired, multiple injuries, according to the police, first responders and fire service, who were quickly on the scene. But now, pretty unclear as to whether that gunman is still active.